Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome to Paseta YouTube channel, and it is an honor to host you guys here today. My name is Kagiso Hlongwane Hosizinchiva, and I think today we are celebrating one of the most important holidays in Africa as we celebrate the June 16 youth uprising in 1976. On the 16th of June. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that the youth that was rising against the Bantu education here in South Africa, in Soweto specifically, knew just how big the ripple effects were going to be. And I think if we're to be honest, in some stretch of an imagination, wherever they are sleeping in their graveyards, some of them still alive till today, kind of disappointed of the progress our country and our continent has made in terms of the gains of winning back the education system into an Africanized curriculum that can speak to our people, speak to our economy, and speak to the jobs that are actually needed. And that is why Paseta has arisen. Paseta says that the youth of 1976 has marched so that Paseta could possibly be built. Now, that is a very huge statement if you follow it properly. They marched so that we can build. And today I'm bringing you one of my favorite little princesses of Paseta, and I'm telling you, you are going to enjoy this little address, this little poem that was written specifically for June 16. 1976. Now, it is we got a young little princess from Namibia to do this. The youth of 1976, did they think that 49 years later, this could spark a fire in the small generation that is rising right now? That is why we need to build Paseta. We need to build Paseta because our children are counting on us. Our children are looking at us and they are asking themselves, what is it? What type of foundation have their ancestors laid so that they can come and build going forward? Now, this young lady breaks down the events of 1976 very well. She breaks it down with a matured emotional control in her speech. Hey guys, we need to build Paseta. We need to build Paseta. I don't want to lie to you guys. Today, 12 o'clock, we'll be having a live TikTok meeting, a dialogue, the Paseta Youth Summit that will be happening on TikTok, on the channel of King Said So, or on the page of King Said So. Make sure that you follow us 12 o'clock and come and engage with us there. It's going to be amazing, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for us as the generation to take what the sacrifices, the blood that was spilled on 1976 on that ground, and the ripple effect that happened into our country, even up to the Cape Town. They felt the ripple effects. It is time that we take those sacrifices and we make it worthwhile by building the schools that those children, those young children died for. Now, I can speak forever. I just wanted to invite you, before I show you this beautiful video of this young girl from Namibia. From Namibia. Namibia is rising. First female president, Dr. Nandi. I think Namibia is understanding the importance of women in the role of power. Women taking over. And I urge the Namibian people, the Namibian children, the Namibian women to rise up and make sure that they ride the wave their president has set. Because she has got more balls than most men. And I mean that not in a literal form. Now, it is amazing to see the braveness of a woman in her feminine energy, in her feminine power, challenging masculine men who can't take decisions, and she rises up and does things and says things that presidents that are male are scared to say. Now we've got a little princess who has taken the mic, who has taken a time to present this poem to us. And I want this poem to echo in the minds, in the passages of your mind forever and ever. Ladies and gentlemen, let me teleport you to Namibia as you listen to this.
They say Russia is a march, a protest, a date in a dusty book. But I found the truth. June 16 was a seed planted in blood, watered by courage, buried in silence. It was the march for education, the fight to learn in our own language, the fight to know who we are. My name is Josephine Mutaleni. I'm one of the seeds they planted. I'm here because they march. Our story begins with the roots, the visionaries of Africa who knew that true freedom begins with the mind. They whispered through prison bars, danced through exile, and roared through revolutions. From those roots bloomed the flowers of Soweto. The children, barefoot, defiant, marching not for toys, but for the truth. Empty hands, full hearts. And today, we are the seeds scattered across Africa, ready to grow new worlds with the courage they left us. Paseta is not the beginning, it is the becoming. We walk in the footsteps of Sankara, who taught us that we cannot carry change without courage. We rise on the shoulders of Nkrumah, who knew education was the seed of freedom. We echo the fire of Garvey, who taught us that knowing ourselves was our greatest power. We are not the broken. We are the blueprint. Paseta is more than a school. It is a soil where the child of a farmer learns to feed nations, where the child of a township learns to build systems. This is Africa 16 June dreamt of. Not one that mourns, but one that moves, that builds, that rises. We are the classroom they dreamt of. We are the future they fought for. They march, we build. We are the promise.